Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. The Unscripted Kayfabe.
Welcome everybody to the Unscripted Kayfabe. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe, the BackLash version. You know, we didn't choose to cover the show. I don't think we covered Monday Night Raw. The last show that I remember we covered was Dynamite. So we didn't cover Monday Night Raw. It's forgettable or something. You know, it's whatever. You don't need to talk about that show. But the last show we covered was Dynamite. It wasn't a forgettable show. It was a good show overall. Nothing great about it. I believe you can see this in our title here. This show, the BackLash, it was also a in what words would I put it? It was an okay show. It was a good show. Wasn't nothing bad on it. Same like what we got on Monday. Nothing offensively bad. I might have had a problem with Danhausen and his mystery partner, and you know, it's like it was just in your face right there with Danhausen and his mystery partner versus Miz and Kid Wilson. I wish there were more matches on the show, so I would not much, because there's something I want to talk about that match. Is Jeff definitely. I got off the show, one other match I got to talk about here. I got off the show and I look at, we're not going to go, there's nothing much to talk about this show. It wasn't over the top fucking great. There's not much a story that I can talk about this show. Maybe there's little details here and there we can talk about. But overall, I don't think I have to talk about the show at all. It's like, there's some details here and there on the show. There's some details that we can talk about, we can discuss on par with us. Like, it's not something like I gotta mention, hey man, this was so just bear with me. I don't think it's gonna be a long review here. This will not be a long review in what circumstances I'm gonna mention. This is not gonna be a long review here on the Unscripted Kayfabe. But again, we can talk about all this shit. We can talk about the shows. We can talk about what we have to talk about on the show. What do you want to talk about? Raw I didn't cover. It's like, you know, chose to skip that. I probably skipped a lot of Raw since Unscripted Kayfabe started, and I didn't cover them, but it doesn't matter. Raw I didn't choose to cover. We skipped that. And then SmackDown, I just don't cover at all. Where we get into The Miz and Danhausen and fucking Kid Wilson. And apparently Jelly Roll, there was a rumor that he was going to be there. Originally was supposed to be there. We don't talk about, it's in the fucking intro here on the Unscripted Kayfabe. We don't talk about fucking rumors and dirt. We don't. But we do talk about the show. We talk about the product. We talk about the kayfabe that we watch. If you're new here, I hope you understand what's the meaning of this show. We discuss this is only product based. There's no discussions of telling me about rumors and what's going on. if it's like, we're not talking about people are getting signed or whatever, or like fucking conspiracy theories here. We're not talking about dirt sheet reports. I won't talk about releases here. We talk about product. It's believable to everybody who watches the intro, who kicks off the show would know that it's right there in the intro. No rumors, no dirt, no bullshit. It's about, we talk about the product here on the Unscripted Kayfabe. Kayfabe, that's what we talk about. We only talk about kayfabe here, so if you understand that, good for you. So, the show, kayfabe, what we see. My talk about, and it's, why is it called the Unscripted Kayfabe? It's called the Unscripted Kayfabe because it's just unscripted. I've not fucking put my thoughts together about this show. I'll give you my honest opinion of what I have seen on the show. We went live on Twitch for watch along on this show, so go check that out. I'll give you my thoughts on it. I'll start up saying that I like comedy, and I like Danhausen. I feel like he should get a fucking comic book or whatever. You can do so well with Danhausen. You can do such great things with Danhausen. I'm shocked that when Vince was in charge, he wasn't signed then. I guess Vince does not recruit talent, does he? He doesn't keep eye on any talent that are not in WWE. That's not Vince's job. So I was shocked that he wasn't signed then, because I mean, they can make fucking millions of billions of dollars off this guy. Like, you can do so much shit with Danhausen. You can make a fucking, like, they did the story time stuff, Chad. They did all the story time stuff. They did all the fucking, I don't know, story time stuff. They did the Camp WWE. They did the Scooby-Doo fucking animated crossovers. That's like, they did Justin's Flintstones and you know what not, the fucking shit they cross over to. I'm gonna be shocked if they cross over to Tales from '85 too, some Stranger Things, but I don't like the fact that the WWE chooses to not book. In what circumstance am I saying not book? I'm not saying they didn't choose to book. Like, they over-embellish Danhausen on the show too much. It's like, you know, there's other ways you can use him, really. You can make a comic book. Hey, I would be interested in seeing one, because I think he's a funny-looking character. He's a great character, and as a character, he's great. So I would like to see something like, you got him doing the Danhausen mobile. So why does not, they have the comic book writer that they brought in when Triple H brought in, before he brought Bray back in, I believe Rob Filey. He's a comic book writer, so it's like, you have a comic book writer in the company. Maybe if they don't, I don't know. I think they do still have him. And I believe you can have him, like, basically make a comic on Danhausen. It's right there. Sell it. You can do so much stuff. This company is a company that wants to make money off of this guy. I want to go over, but I'm just saying that Danhausen can be used in so many things to promote WWE and maybe have WWE crossover or other fucking comic books and whatever. There's so much for Danhausen to do, but over embellishing him on my screen, it can be fucking annoying. It can be fucking just stupid at some point. And then the fact that you don't have more than 5 matches on this show, that is pissing me off beyond anything. Because that's stupid. You should have more than 5 matches. I wish Io and Asuka, we're going over that. I wish that match went over an hour, not an hour, maybe that match could have gone over 50 minutes. That would have been fucking great. I would have loved that match go an hour, even two, and I would not mind it. It would be fucking great. But 18 minutes something, and it's like, okay, whatever. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe BackLash. At BackLash. BackLash. That's what Triple H said the fucking 20 years ago. He's trying to be fucking Batman or something. Fucking us be the next Batman. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. No. Overall, I think this was a great choice. Of what they did in the intro in this show, the start of the show. But moving on from that, it's like the show kicked off. So again, I mentioned with Danhausen and Miz and all that. It's like, man, not my cup of tea. Not something I would want to see on this show. I would recommend not this to be on the show, and I would like not to see this on this show. That's just me. And I think I will be skipping maybe. I don't know if I'll be watching the live stream on Raw, but I got my Unscripted Kayfabe review. So I don't know if that's gonna be a watch along we're gonna be doing. I don't know. Again, Danhausen, the over embellishing on him, and then there's just basically no fucking matches more than 5. I don't want to go over this. This is just how Triple H does it. What can I do? So other than that, the show was good. It wasn't fucking great. The product that we got from the show was good overall. Overall, it was thumbs up. It was a good show. It wasn't fucking, man, this show was so fucking great, amazing. No, this show was good. It was better than The Chamber. It was better than Royal Rumble. Like, this show was good. It was a good show. I'm surprised WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania was the better show, but talk about best wrestling show, a pay-per-view. The real PLE is more. AEW puts on real PLEs in the world of professional wrestling. They put on premium live events, like the premium quality of pro wrestling. Like, we got more premium shows with AEW, really. We do not get that with WWE. But I don't need to talk about that, really, overall. This show wasn't bad. It was a good show. It was thumbs up. Roman and Jacob Fatu was a pretty good match. Nothing over the top, really. I mean, it was pretty good. It was a great way to end the show, I think. Wasn't something that it was incredible. It was a great way. That match was great. It wasn't like the show doesn't get great because it's just one great fucking match. Then I believe again Danhausen, Miz, and Kid Wilson, that fucking dragged out, and that kind of put my mood down. I'm like, okay, cool. Io and Asuka were starting to get into that fucking gear. That match could have been incredible. But again, the plot that I cared about on this show was Kyrie, and there was no Kyrie there. Yeah, we don't talk about, again, I say outside kayfabe. We don't talk about outside kayfabe at all. We don't talk about stuff that is outside the kayfabe. We talk about what happened in the kayfabe. We talk about, as I mentioned to you before, As I mentioned before, holy shit, what are you? Ow, chat. As I mentioned before, we don't talk about the kayfabe, we don't talk about that all together, but we talk about stuff like what happened on the show. We don't talk. We don't talk about what I'm trying to tell. So we don't talk about the releases. I'm not gonna mention released or whatever. We talk about. So Kyrie's name was changed on the show. Whatever. That's what it was. I don't know much to say about it because, I mean, there was much to do about it and they didn't choose to do anything about it. So there's nothing much to say about that. But that kicked off the show. Then there were stuff like, I don't know, there was some good wrestling there, here and there. I don't know. It was a iffy show. What the fuck did I just say? Sorry. I'm not even in this shit, really. It was Io and Asuka. It was a great match. Could have been better, yeah. The plot was missing again from the show. Me and Kyrie, like, okay. And then Roman and Jacob already went over. That was a great match too. I think. I like the path where that match Roman got fucking Jacob's no sold the Superman punch from Roman, and then Jacob was basically fucking beating the fuck out of Roman in the match. I thought the aftermath of that match was fucking great. Jacob unhinged, being who he is. He's just so fucking unhinged or something. Love that. I love the aftermath of the match. I think the aftermath really tells you everything you want to know about that. And the aftermath is basically what you need to know about all of it. That's the aftermath for you. I thought the aftermath of the match was fucking great. Seth and Braun delivered. I think that was a pretty darn good match. Braun Breaker. It was a little overbooked with the whole Paul Heyman and the fucking Vision getting involved, Seth taking them out. It was a little overbooked. I wish that wasn't needed in this, honestly, but they had the Vision come out. I guess they had to. It's a little bit overbooked. I think it was pretty darn good. It was a pretty darn good match. Loved that match generally. I didn't have any problem with it. Maybe the Seth Austin, Theory, and Logan Paul stuff. I popped hard for that spear that Braun gave him. It could have been incredible. Yeah, it could have been incredible. I think what really carried the match is the story between these two, and Braun was selling that story real well through this match. So, story is king always, man. That's again the thing. Overall, there's nothing left to talk about on this show. I'm kidding. Am I? Is there stuff to talk about on this show? That match, Io and Asuka already mentioned. Yeah, and fucking stop caring about that. They try to make you. They erased Kyrie from the promo package, or that vignette they did with Asuka and Io, where Io was trying to be real with Asuka and tell her that she's changed and she's not the same person. I still love you, but you're not the same Asuka. Being real with her, and that felt like a genuine emotional segment for them. But no, Kyrie kind of erased her from that. I'm like, okay. And the match happens. It's a pretty great match. It's got a great match. There's nothing more to say about that overall. I would say if the Kyrie was here more, it could have been an amazing match, an amazing fucking moment, and all of that could have been beautiful. I was waiting for that moment, that fucking payoff. But it's what it is. Trick and Sammy, another match from SmackDown, which I think was better than a WrestleMania match. It was a great match. Wasn't just good, okay. It's just like it's good. It's something over the top. It was a great match. It was better than a WrestleMania match. It went longer. I liked their match a lot. I did. John Cena had some announcements to say on this show, which I might be able to bring something up here about that. You know, I don't know if I would like to, but I think I would. And I would not mind to bring something about that, honestly, chat. What did John Cena have to say on this show? Like, I might bring something up. The John Cena Classic. I was like, okay, is this some Continental Classic? Are we really copying off AEW or something? What are we doing here, man? So, John Cena explains this. He's like, it'll be a historic WWE event where WWE superstars are facing off against tomorrow's NXT talents. We will choose who will win, actually. We will choose who's the John Cena Classic champion, I guess. So it doesn't matter if you lose or win, you will still win? It's a little confusing. You know, I want to see what the fuck this is really about even. I'm just a little confused. That's all. I will be interested to see if I can do some fan voting on it myself, chat. This was just confusing a little bit. That's it. If you win, you lose. Again, I didn't hate this. Was it something that, you know, the way he was describing it, did it blow me away? No. We had Tabo Tuesday before, you know, so, like, even though Chad being 20 years old or something, I didn't even grew up with Tabo Tuesday, but I still got to know about it to SmackDown vs. Raw and figuring out what the fuck is that, you know, honestly. I loved all that. I did. So I love Tabo Tuesday, but because I feel like that it's very ahead. It's quite ahead of its time, if you think about it. Now, I don't know if I want this championship to be defended. Really, I don't want a new championship on the show. I don't want a new title, but I think if this is a way to showcase these NXT talent to the main roster and get them that push up to the main roster, if the fans have that, listen, I would have been even more okay if they had something like the fans choose who you push. Like, who do we want to see win that world championship? You know, it's like, do you want to see LA Knight win it? LA Knight's gonna win it. LOL, that ain't never happening. I'm kidding, whatever. If we're gonna chat, I said overall, it's like, it was a pretty good announcement. It wasn't over the top great because, you know, it was unexpected. I didn't know what he was gonna say. I thought it had to do with the WWE Club. It might still have to do with Club WWE. I don't know. Will I get it? I don't even know that. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna cost like. So It's what it was. You know, nothing over the top great. I just saw there's a 6-man tag match on Monday Night Raw. I am not a fan of 6-man tag team matches. Just to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of 6-man tag team matches. So, because they fucking, Tony Khan put those matches to fucking death, basically. He fucking pushed them so hard on you, like every fucking week, Dynamite, trios match. I believe Vince did the same thing back in 2021 or something on Monday Night Raw. There was a 6-man tag every fucking week. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't want this as my main event. This is boring. Nobody cares about this shit. Can we get something more exciting as a main event, Vince? And people really want Vince back. I find that funny. Really. I do. I find it really funny people want Vince back when I just told you that fucking shit sucked. And I didn't like that under Vince, and I still don't like it here. That shit sucks. It sucks. It does. There's no argument that I'm gonna prove to you that it doesn't suck. Well, it fucking sucks. Take that. It sucks. It straight up sucks. I don't like it. It sucks. So we got a trios match, and I'm like, now we're getting another trios match, a 6-man tag. Same thing. Trios, 6-man. It's going to become a weekly thing on Monday Night Raw now. Is Monday Night Raw not even worth watching anymore? I don't know. You know, I will see the show. If it's boring and it's fucking awful, I mean, I have nothing much to say. I'm not a huge 6-man tag team match fan. Generally, that's not my cup of coffee. But whatever. AEW fucking dragged those into fucking death. So WWE were doing that at 1.2. It's like, just please, no, thank you. So that's Cena's announcement, the classic. It's like you get to choose who wins, but they lose and they still win. It's a little confusing. It's honestly confusing to me. That's it. I will not shit on it right away. I'll see what it's about and what really matters. It's not anything to do with fucking King of the Ring. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I saw people next on fucking King of the Ring. I'm like, what the fuck? No. Like, what the fuck are you saying? This is fucking stupid. King of the Ring. This has nothing to do with King of the Ring. I think it's its own fucking thing. Like, bullshit. Stop it. Like, why the fuck are we talking about this fucking thing that Cena announced in King of the Ring? It's like King of the Ring does exist. Hopefully it does. It's like, I don't think they should fucking get rid of it. That'd be stupid. It's something I think Cena came up with. Definitely seems like a John Cena idea because he was the one who pushed for NXT card. So he was the one who pushed for it overall, but it's like, whatever. What can I say? It's the Cena Classic, and person who's gonna win, he's gonna lose, or he's gonna win still, so it doesn't matter. It's like, it's weird, it's confusing, I don't know what to say about it. This was an okay show. It was a good show. Nothing great about it. It was a good show. It's good. It was a fine show like the Rumble. Or the Rumble should never be just this show is just fine. Or the Elimination Chamber, which was like really okay. This is an okay show. This was a good show. I don't think it was better than WrestleMania. Overall, it was a good show. Still, it was a good show. It wasn't bad. People have to fucking all to say this show sucks. This show sucked. This show was so bad. It's like, I mean, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I guess this show is so bad, huh? People have their fucking crazy ass opinions on this show, and they're stupid as fuck. This show was good. Let's break it down here. We don't have much to talk about here on the Unscripted Kayfabe. This is your Unscripted Kayfabe 35. Episode 35. Review. The Unscripted Kayfabe, episode 35. Thank you for joining me here. Click the subscribe button, like button if you want to. That's up to you. It will help me a lot if you do. And if you're new here, click the like and subscribe button. I don't say, hey, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. I don't fucking say that shit. Starting off a fucking video even. It's like, just click the like and subscribe button if you want to. But overall, I'm here to just give you my opinion and how I feel about this shit. Just connection here. That's more. This is BackLash. At BackLash. At BackLash. BackLash. Fucking Triple H went crazy at this shit. The CEO of WWE. At BackLash. This is your ad BackLash. Not ad BackLash. I thought that would be quite the thing. Thank God. I was like, really, I think it's so fucking weird praising WWE that there are no fucking ads, huh? That's just so fucking awful. Thank God that there was no ads in this shit. But I said again, at BackLash. This is your ad BackLash review. Thank you for joining me here. Just again, what? Whatever. So it's your ad BackLash, not ad BackLash. I mentioned that again before. Not ads, but at BackLash. Unscripted Kayfabe episode 35. Thank you for joining me here. If you're new here again, as I said, click the subscribe button and the like button. It helps a lot. Let's get into break down the show. Let's get into breaking down this show overall. We'll be breaking down this show from top to bottom. The show was, I think, close to being sold out. Apparently it was sold out. We don't talk about that at all. This is the Unscripted Kayfabe. I said it again, we talk about the product. Let's cover the show. Let's break it down here. So, the first segment, the first match of the show, part of the show, the first, start of the show here. We kick off the show with Seth versus Braun Breaker. Great way to kick off the show. I think this feud was going in the hottest program they were building this feud to be something great. So, and I think this was kind of it's a way to I think settle in the rivalry, let it cool down a little bit. It's like it's still quite fucking hot, I feel like. So this is where they were supposed to be before Seth was supposed to return. Sorry, no. Braun wasn't supposed to get injured. Seth did return. Braun wasn't supposed to get injured on the show, and Braun was supposed to get his match with Seth at WrestleMania. Braun Breaker was going to be costed the Elimination Chamber, I believe. Seth was going to cost Braun the chamber. It ended up being Logan Paul. Or it was Bronson Reed, mind you. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the fuck it matters or not. So, start the show here. There was a fan that was looking like exactly like Paul Heyman. The exact same suit as Heyman on. That was interesting. The crowd is very hot. The match started with the fast pace. So the match started off with Rollins, Breaker looking for a spear. But then Seth catched him into a super kick. Then after that, Braun was like basically Seth, Braun looked for the spear. I think, and then Seth catches him with a super kick. Then Seth hits a buckle bomb to Braun. He gives him the knee. He for missing the stomp, he hits him with the knee. Then I believe that I have this kind of breaking down here myself. Breaker tries to spear Rollins, who counters it to a super kick. Well, Breaker's in the air or something. Then we move on from this spot to... Again, this match had a very great pace about it. I think it was pretty fucking good. The crowd was really... It had a fast pace in the match. It wasn't like something that was so slow. You know, usually see the heels really slow down the space in this match, but no, Braun, there was intensity. The feud felt like fucking a boiling feud, and it felt pretty good for what it was. Breaker explosive speed, that doesn't mean like he was keeping his foot on the gas for more often than he's not. So Braun then turns Seth's permanent strike sword. So he rushes to Seth, and basically the history of Seth Rollins, you know, turning himself in. It's like, so Braun Breaker was smart here. Like, he got him with the knee. He countered here. So he hits with a monster clothesline with the crowd. The crowd brings it out. The crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Then he super plexes him from the top rope. Braun then counters it into a Falcon Arrow, which was fucking great. He sold a superplex. No sold a superplex, but I guess that fucking pop was good for them to get, I guess. I don't know. The crowd is like completely really into this right now. Then he goes for the Frankenstein. Rollins lands on his back first. I think he botches that, I believe. He kind of lands on his feet again. Like, it looked kind of a little bad. I mean, I think Seth cannot move like this anymore. He's getting a little old. He is, so... So then Seth hits a stomp later on, afterwards, after he countered. Seth counters, he gets a super kick, he counters into the pedigree, which it doesn't look great overall, but he hits a stomp eventually. Paul Heyman sees what's going on with the pedigree to the stomp. Paul Heyman sees what's going on. He tries to get involved. Seth sees that, he goes outside, gets the chair. He catches the boys, Austin Theory and Logan Paul. I call him Logan Paul the boy, basically, because he doesn't mean fucking shit on the show, really. The star power is quite diminished. Then he hits him with the chair, both of them. He gets back in the ring. I think then he goes for he takes a spear, and then that felt like and that basically was a 2.999 kick out. Another spear attempt. It was reversed to no pedigree here. Seth tried to go for the avalanche stomp from the turnbuckle, but it from the middle turnbuckle, but it intercepted with a spear. Another spear to get Braun for the win. So that turnbuckle spot, I think that's where it was like fucking mid-air spear he gave him. So we got the win. This was a pretty fucking great match. It was pretty great. Pretty darn fucking good. It's a great match. We don't want to talk about the gingerbread man. Next match. Here. Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. You know, first Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. Sami Zayn is really losing his shit that why the people are cheering Trick. He doesn't understand that. He doesn't hate the fans here, really. He's just confused. I do want Sami Zayn to eventually go full heel. I think you gotta really... He's already a heel, I understand that, but, like, maybe he goes full heel eventually. Like, I would love a Sami Zayn who's basically fucking losing his mind. I think his babyface run is fucking done. It's done. I think he should go heel. So, the whole gingerbread man stuff, the gingerbread man, you know, Sami Zayn dressed up as one, beat them up, and then basically he killed him, I believe, the next fucking week. Then we had a fucking funeral for the gingerbread man. It's like... Trick Williams really getting into Sami Zayn's head, whatever. We haven't talked about gingerbread man. So, the fans are booing the shit out of Sami here. Whatever, is there much to say? So, we started the match with Trick Williams hitting them the stomps and giving them on-hold stomps. We here trying to whip that trick. Yachty has some, fucking great expressions here. So then this match is pretty darn great for what it is. I'm not gonna break down the complete match here, but Sami then I think there was a spot here where Sami kind of grabbed the kendo stick, and Sami like he basically beat up fucking Lil Yachty, and then Lil Yachty nearly cost him. He hit Sami with a kendo stick, and then afterwards he went outside. When he had beat the shit out of Trick, he went outside, he fucking took Trick's head off of the... I felt like Trick Williams died. The gingerbread man died again. So not Trick, Lil Yachty. He took Lil Yachty's head off. He first got beaten by Lil Yachty with... he first beat up Lil Yachty with the fucking stick, and then afterwards, Lil Yachty smacked it on his back, and then fucking Trick took advantage. He took out when he beat up Trick. Sami took out frustration for taking on a haluva kick on Lil Yachty. That distracted him. Then overall, afterwards, it was a kick. Trick slips back on the way, and a trick shot for the win. So he went on the ropes. He missed the kick. He got on the ropes. and then onto the ropes trick went with a trick shot and got the win. This was a pretty damn great match. Wasn't incredible or something. It's a great match. It was pretty good. It was pretty darn good. It wasn't over the top great, but it was pretty good. Danhausen and The Miz. Oh boy. Not a match that I have much to say about here on this show. Not a match that I like to say much about, really. I'd rather not. Probably the worst match of the show for me, personally. I feel like we need to get that 6-7 matches, Mr. Levesque, on this show. Please. Do those 6-7 fucking matches, please. I would be very appreciative of your fucking commitment there. I would like for you to do that, Mr. Levesque. Please, do that. So, people like the fucking, Jelly Roll's gonna be his partner. Jellyhausen, whatever. So, we see Danhausen come out, misreading a shirt that I'm not cursed. Hello, I'm not toxic. Okay, because that's what Danhausen said they are. He comes up with a cloning machine, and then basically he steps out from another. There's a Minihausen. And then he comes with the Minihausen. People thought it was going to be a Punk or Jelly Roll. I already went over that. So the crowd is really booing. The crowd is booing at the start of the match. They're fucking, they don't like any of this. The crowd was disappointed. They're like, okay, that's what we're seeing on this show. Whatever. It's like you went to the show. What did you fucking expect? You know it was advertised. Stop fucking crying, like booing this shit. It's like stop it. Like now you fucking want to boo this shit. You went on this shit. You wanted to show yourself. The fuck did you expect? So Minihausen then basically became a tag team partner. I believe he was El Torito. So a hot tag to Minihausen. Danhausen basically is looking like fucking like a beast in there. He's throwing Kid in with suplexes. Kid then throws Minihausen in the cloning. This was funny. Fucking threw him in the cloning machine to beat him up. That kick. This was. I don't know what you're talking about this match overall. I mean, the spot where he fucking kicked him. That was funny to me. You just basically fucking kicked this guy. You just gave him a fucking kick. I'm like, he just kicked. I mean, that's funny. That one spot, the way he fucking kicked this little guy. I mean, just one fucking thing in this shit was funny. Otherwise, I mean, I'm sorry. There was part of the matches that were funny. The cloning shit was like, what the fuck am I watching? Honestly. This was the worst match of the night. Sorry to say it, man. It's like, this shit was just fucking a mess. It was a fucking mess. It was ridiculous. And if we needed a fucking like comedy segment like this, we maybe should have had like 6 matches on the show. Other than this, I wish we did. Paul Levesque, could you not book 6 matches on this show? More than this? Just add 2 more matches, dude, and I think that'll be fucking great. Please do that. 2 more matches would be great. 6 matches. Or actually add 6 more matches. With 7. That'd be great too. 7 matches. Add 7, 8 matches. That'd be fucking great. I wish AEW did 8 matches. I would not be upset if AEW did 8 matches. If AEW did 8 matches, their pay-per-views every day would be fucking slapping every single fucking week. Premium. AEW puts on premium quality of professional wrestling. WWE doesn't in these PLEs. We might start calling WWE's pay-per-views pay-per-views, and these are PLEs who AEW put on. AEW put on PLEs. They put on premium wrestling events. PWE is what we call it, rather. So this is what it was with the fucking Danhausen cloning shit here. Danhausen gets fucking cloned or whatever. It's like, It's what it is to you. I mean, what I'm gonna say about it, it's what it is, Chad. It's Danhausen getting fucking cloned. And it's very intriguing that he got cloned. And then that fucking Minihausen came out, and then fucking other Minihausens came out after Kit threw him in. It's like, I was just like, you know, I was like, what, this shit is fucking, they dragged the fuck out of this. It's like, why is this shit not ending? End this match already. Move on. So then Miz goes and gets the fire extinguisher, fucking extinguisher. What the fuck did I say? Fire. He gets the fire extinguisher. Trying to extinguish the fire. He's getting the fire extinguisher. He's trying to fucking whatever. Extinguish the fire. Fucking, you know, take off the fire. Well, no, there's no fire. Sorry, what the fuck am I saying? Stupid here. I mean, fucking stupid shit. Sorry. Too much to drink, I guess. Kidding. Kid throws Minihausen in the cloning machine. So Miz went for a fire extinguisher on Minihausen, and then it didn't work, and I was like, oh, it's apparently cursed. And he tried to, and he put it on and turns it to himself, and then what happened, it really worked enough, and it was kind of fucking crazy. Shit was going haywire there. And then that was enough for Danhausen to hit him with a fucking kick for the win. He's like fucking boot. Again, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't fucking, this shit just sucked. It just went too fucking long. This shit dragged on too fucking long, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, please. We don't need this, honestly. This wasn't bad. It was the worst thing on the show, because everything on the show was better than this. It's like, maybe give us more fucking matches. Give us 7 matches, Paul Levesque. Again, this segment wasn't bad. It was good. This match, this segment of the show, this middle of the road, whatever. It was quite middle of the road. It was not bad. It was fine. It was funny at moments, but it was kind of fucking too dragged out. It was too fucking long. I feel like it went too fucking long, and then Trick and Sammy was great. I think it wasn't great. It was pretty darn good. And then Seth and Braun was fucking great. It could have been amazing if we had that spot changed here and there, but whatever. So overall, this show wasn't like fucking disappointing me. I wasn't disappointed. I was like, this show is just so bad. Like, I can't fucking, I want to switch it off, or I want to skip. No. Nothing on this show was making me want to skip. Even though that fucking Danhausen match was dragged out, it didn't want me to fucking skip the show. Just to say that. Io and Asuka already mentioned that I didn't care enough about this match, and even though they had their segment on Raw where the vignette, where a fucking, not a vignette, more like a segment together they had on the show, where they're talking with each other face to face. I feel like some fucking criticism after that horrible fucking AI slop that we got from Solruka and Zarya. I think this was definitely up, like something that was better than that. So they're talking. They kind of fucking buried the fact Kyrie didn't even exist in this, honestly. It became basically Io and Asuka. They sold you on this fucking thing to tell you, hey, Kyrie doesn't exist, it's only about Io and Asuka. Move on from that. So there was nothing more to say here. Asuka and her in the mist, basically. So we won Kyrie chance. That's what was part of the show. So the match started off pretty like technical style. Like there's like a lot of technical moves here and there between these women. It's like was very technical. Like, it was just a technical way to start the show. That's pretty cool. But as we move on here, it was a great match, but it could have been much better if they had story and had the real story that I actually cared about. They fucking took that story out, fired her. We don't need to talk about that here in the Unscripted Kayfabe chat, but this shit doesn't feel premium as fuck. I went over this already. This was what it was. It was a great match. Like, we got a "this is awesome" chant in between this match. She hits the poison mist on Io, but no, it fucking she grabs Wade Barrett's notepad and she hits that on the fucking I think the notepad or whatever. That's what Asuka hit the mist on, and Io dodges the mist. You know, Wade was fucking losing this shit over, like, he was saying, "This is wrestling, this is fucking mediocrity garbage." It's not the wrestling I remember. It was a little fucking weird where Wade was talking about that shit. I'm like, bro, you're covering it. What the fuck do I need to tell you? Like, please, move on from that. It's like, he was talking about the Wasteland, his finisher being used by one of the fucking mini houses. But, again, this match right there, speaking of Wade Barrett, so then afterwards, this match was very technical based. It wasn't a fast paced match here. It was getting to a point where it was really building up to be something fucking great. Maybe my expectations were high, but I guess those expectations could have kept low. That's just me. Maybe I should have kept my fucking expectations low on that match. So, again, back to the Cena announcement that I was talking about here on this show, on this Unscripted Kayfabe. So, Cena had said on X that something groundbreaking, fucking incredible announcement that I have to announce. I've put it together, and now it's gonna be an incredible announcement that I'm gonna announce. It's gonna fucking shake the ground. It's gonna fucking, change the foundation of WWE or something like that. He was saying. That's what Cena was saying on X. I'm not saying it. Cena was saying, he was over embellishing. He was saying this was gonna be fucking over the top. It was gonna be incredible. This was a great fucking announcement. He was fucking really hyping up this shit. But just changed the foundation of WWE. So Cena begins by talking here. Cena says that the crowd chants out of one more match. It's like, so people have thought this is related to WWE. Is it announcement of future city of WrestleMania? It could have been. I mean, is it fucking London being announced? It's confirmed that WWE is heading to London. Or is Cena gonna buy, like, WWE? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Brawl for all? People are just making their fucking mind up. Like, what the fuck are we gonna hear from Cena on this, honestly? So, now Cena gets in. The crowd's chanting, one more match. He smiles a little bit and he says that it makes him feel good to hear that. He says that he talks about his final match, mentioning that there were NXT stars on that show, Oba Femi, and Oba became a star. Talking about Sol Ruka, Javon Evans. I believe Leon Slater was on that on that show too, wasn't he? If I'm not mistaken, I think he was. So he says Oba Femi kicked his ass, kicked Brock Lesnar's ass, and 4 months later he kicks Brock Lesnar's ass at WrestleMania. He says that my announcement is that I'm announcing Johnson, which in the entire event, WWE vs NXT matches were the debut of a brand new championship. No reveal of the title itself was there, really, honestly, but when the show taking place, he goes on saying to crown a new champion on everybody's involvement tournament by saying that there's a wrestler might lose their match. From the hustle and commitment to the respect of the crowd, however the crowd likes him, the crowd thinks he's over. They're gonna be crowned. It's a fucking popularity contest. That's what I'm getting at. What else I'm gonna say about it? It's a fucking popularity contest, chat. I don't think I need to go over the top long on this show. I've covered this show completely. So I already went over this before. It's a fucking popularity contest. So Roman Reigns and Jacob had to World Heavyweight Championship match. So there was some strategy from Roman working on the tongue and death grip, trying to injure Jacob's fingers here. We see loud "Let's go Jacob" OTC chants from the crowd here. Superman punch. Jacob gets out immediately, backs up on his feet with the boogeyman taunt, basically, which I told you was him acting like he no-sold the Superman punch. I think only Jacob will be allowed to do that. Only family can do that, I guess. This has been a lot of fun here. Jacob looks like a monster to all. I think everybody probably too. Roman is really trying to fight smartly here. Roman hits a spear, 2.9 count. This is awesome chant. The crowd is really in the finish. Good stuff. Another spear counter into pop-up Samoan drop. Perfect moonsault. Roman kicks out into that's really. So my goodness, the crowd was really eating the fucking. This was when the match was going fucking great. Jacob hits a swanton. Roman gets his knees up. Pain, like there was a lot of pain obviously from that. He did the crowd was really split in the middle between them, like boo, yeah, the fucking back and forth. Tongue death grip, Roman trying to was fucking passing out. The corner, while he squished the referee goes down. He goes for the count, another pin for Roman, but Jacob kicks out again. Then there are two taking the crowd as a roller coaster ride. Another tongue and death grip, Roman scrambles to take the turnbuckle pad off. He sends Jacob face forward into the exposed turnbuckle before hitting Roman, and then Roman sent him to the exposed turnbuckle that Jacob ripped off. Actually, Roman cheated. Not my bad. Fuck out here. I'm not gonna say that. Roman took off the turnbuckle and he fucking sent Jacob into it. So Roman cheated. He cheated to win. He didn't win clean, really. Roman didn't win clean per se. Like he used a object that he wasn't supposed to. He fucking took out a pad, or he tried to cheat to win. So Then he hits a spear and he gets the win on Jacob. So after the match, Roman attacks Roman. Jacob attacks Roman. He then takes out the referee Samoan drop. He gets a tongue and dead drop on Roman. Adam Pearce comes out. A bunch of officials are there. Bro, he took out Pearce. He threw it at Pearce. Took a bump on the show. Roman then is foaming at the mouth, basically, like really, like he's got that fucking. He's like fucking selling the shit out of the tongue and that whatever. It reminds you of the if you've seen this, Mankind's Mandible Claw. Jacob then finally leaves the ring. Then he charges back in. He changes his mind. He hits with the tongue and dead grip again, and he sends fallen. I like when in this match before this match, Wade Barrett put it out that what the fuck you mean? Like Jacob, it's not supposed to use his most stronger. It's like telling Roman, hey, don't use the Superman punch or the spear. Jacob then finally leaves the ring, and he goes again to attack Roman. He's fallen. He's holding Roman's ring, and there's a mixed reaction. I don't know if he's a heel. I don't think Jacob really overall turned heel on this show, Chad. I'm not sure about that, but that's what it was. This was a pretty. It was not pretty good, but it was a good show. It was a good show overall. Again, there's nothing over the top to talk about it. I covered it in just like an hour or 6 minutes, whatever. So, this was a good show. I didn't hate this show, and neither I would say what anybody would really should hate this show. This was a good show. It wasn't something that I was disappointed by. I was saying, like, upset that this show fucking sucked. Maybe they dragged the shit out of a match that they should have not dragged the fuck out of. But this was a good show. It wasn't bad. It wasn't disappointing. Io versus Asuka wasn't that as incredible as everybody was saying, that this match was just amazing. It was an incredible match. I'm like, no. It could have been if you had story involved, but you know, the story, the plot, the plot involved. The plot is kicked off. So there was this criticism from this show. Like this show had criticism, and there's this BackLash show that we watched. There's criticism there. There's criticism you criticize what the fuck is a John Cena classic, and why the fuck are we doing it? And what do you mean by if the person wins, they lose? It's kind of fucking confusing. And then their criticism for Seth Rollins, that he was just a little off in this match in some spots. He basically took a back. He could not land on his fucking feet. He took a back bump. Hurricane Rana. Like he fucking fell on his back. Tried to go for the Hurricane Rana. He fell on his back. Basically. I wish his back is okay. I mean, the dude maybe should kind of slow down in the ring. I feel like Seth is basically not. He's old now. I don't think he can go the way he thought he can go still. Or he thinks that he would have gone still, so maybe Seth moves away from the pro wrestling ring now. I don't know. It's like stuff like that overall felt like, you know, again, as I said, he took that bump. That's what he did. But overall, this was a pretty good show. Nothing bad on this show. And then criticism is there, which I mentioned about set spots in between the Hurricane Rana. Jericho vs. Roman was nothing. I have nothing negative to say about that. I think it really blended into Roman's character and what Jacob is doing when it's with Jacob. Cena's announcement is fucking confusing at some points. What the fuck do you mean by is some person gonna lose and they're gonna win? They're still gonna win. That makes this a popularity contest or something. Io versus Asuka should have had the fucking plot in Kyrie. Danhausen and Kid Wilson, and The Miz and fucking Kid Wilson and the Mini Housens, whatever. This shit was just fucking dragged out too fucking long, went too fucking long. And then Trick and Sammy, that match was pretty darn good too. Overall, it's a good show. It's a good show. Wasn't bad. It's a good show. Was it incredible? No. Was it fucking great? Was it over the top? Just amazing? No. No, you will not see that from WWE pay-per-view WWE shows, as we call them. I think we're going to stop calling them PLEs. This is nothing premium about pro wrestling on this show. I'll just say that. That's the number one fucking criticism I'm going to say. Because we covered the show, now I can go off and talk about how I feel. And I'll say again, this was nothing fucking premium pro wrestling on this show overall. Like, nothing over the top. Everything was, nothing felt premium, really. Maybe the Seth and Braun match felt premium and the Jacob and that match. The Io and Asuka match, I wish they fucking would have gone longer. Maybe I would have said it's purely. It's a WWE show for us. Whatever it is, chat. That's what it's meant to be. That'll be it for the Unscripted Kayfabe, man. I'm out of here, I guess. That'll be it. Peace out. Yeah. That is it, chat. We have covered this show. It was a good show. Criticism, I gave you my criticism on it. Again, it's not a premium live event. And we're not calling these. We're not calling these shows. We're not to tout them premium live events. This show is not a premium live event. It wasn't. Premium means fucking incredible. That's what premium means. I'm getting incredible professional wrestling on this show. I think of premium like that. This is premium scamming. You're scamming me and you're saying it's premium, but I'm getting fucking. So you're paying basically a quality for premium, but you're not getting premium back. You're getting good, you're getting great, but you're not getting premium. Like, you're not getting that premium value, really. AEW gives you that. I think AEW's the money you pay for the AEW shows are worth it, but in certain circumstances they're not too worth it too. Story matters, and the reason for these matches need to happen, they fucking matter. They do. They fucking do matter. So, criticism is both for AEW and WWE here and there, but that is for the BackLash Unscripted Kayfabe review, episode 35, Unscripted Kayfabe. And this is Wrestling with Spades, the Spade. And I'm out of here, chat. Peace.
The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting into rants. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted